can't believe it.
Oh my gosh, he has teeth or something in there.
Alright, I want to welcome you to BTR Outdoors, and on this episode we're going to show you what to do when your clay chiminea gets wet. And as you can see, it's a pretty nice day today, but over the weekend it has been raining. So I came out here to do some yard work and I noticed the tarp on my chiminea. Alright, it has been neglected. I hate to say, but I had a tarp, so I really wasn't worrying about it. Came out here and the tarp has rotted out, so I haven't unhooked it yet, but I'm pretty sure that the chiminea is wet. And let's take off the tarp and see what we're dealing with. Alright, I apologize for all the shadows, but there's not much I can do. But I have it uncovered, so let's look and see how wet it actually is. You can see where the two bricks I had in here, that's pretty dry, but everything else is really moist. The sand has soaked up quite a bit of water. And if you look around the edges, which, man, I know the glare, but like especially right here, you can see where I guess the water line was. A little black ring like right here. So there was some standing water on here for a while. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to remove all the sand, and then we'll commence to drying it out. Alright, let's get rid of the sand. Alright, I got all the sand out, and this is what was at the bottom of the chiminea, and it's pretty moist. So the sand soaked up all the water, and that's why we got to dry it out. Okay, so you can see I got all the, well, most of the sand out. There's still a little bit in there, but as you can see, you can tell where the clay pot is wet and where it's dry. So probably about 8 inches, maybe a little bit more, down to the bottom is wet. Everything else looks pretty good. It's just that part right there. The sidewalls were wet. Inside they're dry now. It's just only damp spot in this chimney is at the bottom. Probably 8 inches down is what we need to dry out. And I'm going to show you one thing you can do is just leave it out in the sun, let it dry naturally. I'm going to show you a little secret to help the drying process along. Alright, as you guessed, my secret weapon is a little electric leaf blower. Let's see how it works. Alright, as you can see, it has helped a little bit. It's been running for about 10 minutes, and you can actually see where the lines used to be, where you can kind of see the sand ring. It was about 1 inch higher than that, the wet line, and now it's all towards the bottom right here. So that has sped up the process. I'm going to continue doing this, and then I'm just going to let it set out and just dry out. And then once it's dried out, I'll show you what we can do to get her going. Alright, so you can tell that the leaf blower idea did work. Did dry it out quite a bit. We're going to go ahead and keep on going, and then we'll just let it air dry, and then probably come back out here tomorrow and we'll get this thing going. But yeah, I'm overall, which I kind of knew that would help, any kind of, you know, air blowing through, but this worked out rather well. Let's see, let me get y'all a good view of that. Alright, again, sorry for the shadows, but what I did is I poured out the sand onto this concrete, spread it out with a broom, and I'm just going to let it dry. I'll come out here and turn it over every once in a while. And I could just buy some new sand, but you know, this stuff's pretty new still, so if Ronan don't dig it up or something, but still, like I said, it's still pretty new, so I'm going to see if I just can't dry it out and reuse it. Alright, still more shadows, but the sand is totally dried. Thank you, Ronan, for putting more shadows. But yeah, that worked out good. Alright, put that back into the chiminea. I got the new sand in there, put a couple of bricks, and my last step is to build a small fire in it, just like you do when you first get your chiminea, just to break it in and to season it. I'm just going to build a small fire in there just to season it and dry it out if there's any more, but it looks completely dry to me. Sand's dry, the chimney is dry, everything's looking good. So let's get started on that fire. Here's another look from the top of the chiminea. You can see everything's dry. I thought this was a cool angle. Alright, so I'm fixing to start a little fire in here to start seasoning it and make sure everything's dried out. I'm losing light fast because of the time change, so about the time I get off work it starts getting dark. But to help me start, I'm going to use the old trusted cotton balls and Vaseline to help get it started. And like I said, I don't want a huge fire or nothing. I just want something to season it and dry it out, which I'm 100% sure it's already dried out. But I just want to make sure and get it ready, because right now here in Texas is the best time to sit out on the patio and enjoy your chiminea. Alright, let's see if I can get this thing lit. Oil finally ignited, and now it's got to wait, and we'll bring it back once I get it going. Alright, I got a little fire going just to kind of warm up, make sure everything is dry. And this is always good for your new chimeneas to season it. This one's pretty much well seasoned, but it hasn't been used in a long time. It was just too hot this summer, so I just wanted to get a little fire going, warm up everything, make sure everything is dried out. And if you don't know how to season a chiminea, I have a video, and I will leave a link in the description for that. Alright, you can't beat this. A nice evening with a little fire. It's looking really good. Alright, this is a super simple process just to dry it out if it gets wet. Try to protect it when you can. Right now I'm just only doing the covered up when I think it's going to rain, because I plan on using it quite a bit. And I do have a tarp for it. It's a little bit better tarp than I had, but I'm gonna go ahead and put a plastic bag over the heavy-duty garbage bag over the chiminea, and then put that tarp over, and that should keep out the rain. Like I said, super simple. It's just a good way to preserve your chiminea so you can have it a long time and really get a lot of use from it. All right, I think that's going to be the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. I was just thinking, this is probably the perfect time to go ahead and season, or not season, but to seal the outside of the chiminea. If you don't know how to do that, I do have a video about that. I'll leave a link in the description. Also, this is the best time of year for me to sit out here on the patio and just relax and watch the chiminea. Maybe cook some s'mores, drink some hot chocolate. I love this weather. It is getting dark a lot sooner. I had to rush home from work just to finish this video before it got completely dark. But I just want to thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe button. We're getting close, so just hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, hit that like button, hit that notification, let you know when you put out another video. But I just hope you enjoyed it, and y'all have a good one, and we'll catch you next video.